simplistic question. What is the meaning of war?
Are we diving deep?
What is the point of war? What is the meaning of war?
Point of war.
Chirag, why don't you start?
What is the meaning of
war? War is conflict beyond words. If that's one way to put it.
The meaning of war is...
Till it's on words, it's argument. It's a debate. If it goes beyond words in any way, I think it's war. You can call it Cold War, you can call it armed war, bio war, whatever. The moment it goes beyond words, is where I feel it feels like war.
I think when you have to...
Even if it's choking someone's supply chain, I think it's very much war.
You are defining war. I'm asking what is the meaning of
the meaning. At any point of time when one country thinks that they can fight the other country out and they have a chance of winning is when war happens. The meaning is just dominance and is to showcase in the books that I think it defines from the meaning of life. If at any one point of time one of the political leaders or the country thinks that they can write themselves in the history by being the most defining, the defining force of that century or couple of centuries, that's...
So for me, the meaning of war is the evolution of the successor ideology. It is literally just a battle of ideologies, of how people think. Looking at the same thing, I may have a certain lifestyle, you may have a certain lifestyle, which may be absolutely different from each other's, and we just want the world to run according to us. It is literally just a conflict of thoughts leading to everything else. Which ideology will succeed next? This is exactly what we saw in World War I, World War II. Is all that is. My way or your way, or the highway.
So I believe there's an ingrained quality of survival of the fittest in human beings since a very long time. And that is the reason why everything happens. Be it in terms of development, be it in terms of progress, be it in terms of war. Right, so the meaning of everything is survival of the fittest. That is what people equate every actions to this ideology, and that's how things happen.
Yeah, this
it's a showcase, according to you, or everyone wants to be the fittest, so there's
everyone wants to be the fittest eventually.
DNA coded.
Yes.
I just feel in today's age and time, the survival of the fittest as an ideology to live by is the worst ideology a person can have, because ultimately you're always in the discomfort of battle, whether it's intellectual or physical.
True.
So maybe the next capitalism will be defined by much more moral values.
Is social good.
Yeah, social capitalism. Good. Yeah, somehow mixing of ideologies. Probably when we all make...
Growing X% per quarter, you're doing Y% in social good.
Social good, yeah.
So to balance it off.
Yeah, social good. Yeah.
So to balance it off.
Yeah. So we'll wait for our government on Mars and then we'll create a new system.
Because the patterns have been repeated over and over again. The reason why we read history is the fact that there are certain patterns that can be triggered from when we have started recording history, and they have been over and over tried and tested. So everyone says democracy is 2-3 centuries old. I am hey, the first municipalities that were ever formed were in 13th century by Switzerland, and they have still existed on that front when kings kind of came together to form a democracy and they started to get voted in and voted out. So that's when I see that pattern existed in one part of the world. It was the spread of knowledge and information wasn't as fast as it's been in the past few centuries, where it just spreads a lot faster.
I disagree somehow, because I feel that the first persons to reach extraterrestrial, whether that's Mars or beyond that, would be private companies and private individuals as compared to governments. This collective understanding of my ideology versus your ideology is massively driven by governments and their initiatives. If private individuals and their bandwagon, like companies, are able to reach that geography, if they are able to eliminate that pressure from Earth and the jurisdiction which their companies lie in on Earth, we may have a shot to create a new Martian government. So here is hoping that we are, and concluding the podcast on the thought that we are able to go away from our ape shit and believe in a higher consciousness. Which
don't be ape. Just buy Bored Ape.
Don't be ape.
Buy Bored Ape.
Bored Ape to zero.
Bored Ape to minus.
Who said that?
ETH to minus. ETH sub-zero.